Morning, everyone. Today we have some exclusive information regarding health protocols on cruising.
I know. Stay tuned.
We got some information from the luxury cruise liner Hapag Lloyd. And for those of you who don't know, Hapag Lloyd is a shipping company.
Yes.
Kind of like
Container
MSC.
company.
Yeah, they're a container company, kind of like MSC. They were just bought by Royal Caribbean.
And they are an ultra-luxury cruise line, beautiful service and ships. And now they released some new health protocols for passengers on board. And the list is quite long, so don't mind me if I read from the list because I don't want to forget anything. Everything is pretty important.
Of course, and we'll also post a link to Hapag Lloyd's website where we have this information. So a lot of you are concerned about what cruising is going to look like. This is what it's going to be as of right now.
Exactly. And probably most of the other cruise lines are gonna mimic this protocol because it's quite extensive and actually quite good.
Sure.
So let's start.
Let's talk about boarding.
Let's start from boarding. So when you board, you're gonna have a health questionnaire embarkation, and you have to go and fill out this questionnaire. It's not gonna be the same questionnaire you were used to be before. Have you coughed in the last week or so? Maybe not.
Yeah. Who wrote yes?
Yeah, who wrote yes? So it's gonna be a little bit more extensive, I would say. Yeah.
And if anything is out of the ordinary, they're saying they're going to give you a COVID test, which is going to be it's a quick COVID test
At the port.
Yeah, at the port, exactly. And
and on top of that, there's gonna be thermal imaging all over the ship for passenger and for crew members. So anytime you walk somewhere, there's gonna be some thermal imaging, and they check if you have fever or not. And I don't know what happens if you have fever, but
walk the plank.
we don't know that, but
Yeah.
they don't specify. But I'm sure they're probably going to take care of it. They're going to take you to the medical center and deal with it.
Now, importantly, this applies to both passengers and crew.
Remember.
And in fact, in crew members, they're even more strict from what we understand. They'll also be boarding in groups and not everybody rushing all at once.
Yeah.
And the key to all of this is going to be social distancing.
Yes. They want to keep passengers distant from each other, which in this time is what's required.
For us, this is what we got used to this.
Yes.
This is our new normal.
In Europe, yeah. So
So
on the social distancing topic, everything is going to be social distancing, so the ship is going to run at 40% capacity.
40% less.
40% less guests.
So that would be 60%.
60% capacity.
Mhm.
So, well, that's
Not bad.
not a bad thing. You're going to have lots of room in the ship to move around.
That's right. Now, how do you think that's going to affect prices? I mean, if there's going to be 40% less people, do you think the prices are going to go up 40%?
We don't know yet.
I don't know. So far, it seems
Hapag Lloyd was already pretty expensive to begin with, so
That's right.
I guess
maybe they can
afford it.
They can afford it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So social distancing will be 1.5 meter between passengers. That's to be in every area of the ship.
And that's almost 5 feet, by the way.
Almost 5 feet, yes.
Yep.
At the pool, at the theater, everywhere. It's going
The
to be
restaurants.
the restaurants, everywhere. 1.5 meters. Yeah.
One thing that I think is very interesting is what Hapag Lloyd is talking about their air conditioning system. Now, from what we understand, air conditioning systems on boats or ships, as well as airplanes, is a mix of fresh air as well as recycled air. So they just kind of like mix it together. Well, what Hapag Lloyd is saying is that they are guaranteeing 100% fresh air supply, and everything, all of the air that is extracted goes out the back.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. I'm sure they have a pretty accurate system to do that. It's going to be...
I hope that other cruise lines are going to be able to do this, at least with the older ships.
Yeah.
I don't know that if anyone knows, let us know. Leave a comment below, right?
Yeah, we would love to hear more about that. Next one will be restaurants. So the number of tables is going to be reduced, and guests will be 1.5 meters away from each other. Again, 5 feet or approximately 5 feet. And social distancing is going to be kept maintained at restaurant as well.
So this is the theme of.
I guess no more sharing table.
Right, no more, or perhaps no more sharing tables. On Princess, what we noticed is that the number of tables with 6 or 8 or 10 people has actually reduced. In the last.
Apparently,
few years.
people don't want to share table anymore. I personally, I'm not a big fan of sharing table either, but for a very different reason.
Well, we don't know. Maybe for the same reasons.
Well, no, my reason is pretty peculiar. If I share a table, I end up eating way more.
Oh, right. That's true.
That's my reasoning for not sharing a table.
So if one person orders 74 courses,
then I feel forced to order 75 courses. While if it's just the two of us, first of all, I ask the waiter to remove the bread from the table, so I'm not stuffing myself with bread.
That's right.
And most of the time, I skip the dessert because I don't really care for the dessert. I've tried them all; they're pretty good, but I can do without.
But if one of those Norman Love chocolate hazelnut bars arrives on the table,
once every 7 days, it's fine. But I notice that if I don't share the table, I'm able to control my food intake way better than if I share a table.
Right. And interestingly, the buffets and all that sort of stuff, they're going to continue. The only difference is that there'll be no more self-service. So actually, you're going to get more service.
Yeah,
more service in the buffet.
This is something that apparently Holland America is doing for quite a while. The trayless buffet, they call it.
That's brilliant.
It's quite interesting. Again, it's going to help people don't eat as much as they should on a cruise.
That's right. Events,
again, it's going to be social distancing. Events are going to be run with less people in the theater. I guess being 40% less people on the ship are going to help.
Sure. Maybe they'll have like one extra. Like they'll have the empty seat, kind of like what we've been seeing.
Maybe they're going to run 2 shows instead of 1 or 3 shows instead of 2.
Right.
Something like that.
Right.
So everybody's able to go to the show, but keeping the distancing.
Yes. Now, another thing is they're saying they're going to have a state-of-the-art thermal imaging technology so that they can detect if people have fever as they're walking around, and they're also going to have a new lab equipment for testing, gel hand sanitizers everywhere.
Well, that's pretty normal on the cruise ship.
Yeah, but even more. But also, their guests will be issued masks.
Yes,
at the beginning of every cruise. And they'll be asked to wear a mask only in the areas that they cannot guarantee social distancing.
Elevators.
Oh, come on. I mean, have you seen how many people are in elevators?
Yeah, sometimes those elevators are cramped. So it's not a bad idea to wear a mask in the elevators.
That's right. And actually, I like my mask because I can just go like this, put it on, put it on.
I don't mind mine as well because it matches my shirt.
If you like his mask, leave a comment below.
I have 3 different colors: blue, red, and gray, so I can match my shirts.
I have white and white and white, and I like white because
sometimes they turn kind of yellow.
Well, that's when I know it's time to wash it. But we digress.
Exactly, we're digressing.
This one is really, really important. Intensive cleaning of public areas and cabins.
I know. Apparently, they're going to clean your cabin 3 times a day. That's fantastic. Can you imagine?
3 times a day. So they're going to be cleaning, all of the frequently touched surfaces.
Mm-hmm.
So remote handrails. That's outside of the cabin.
In the cabin too. Those handrails.
Right. Oh, yes, that's right. Remote controls. All of that kind of stuff.
All that kind of stuff. Yeah. All the light switches.
Yeah, that's not a bad thing.
Yeah, that's actually a very good thing. And in the public area as well. So you're going to see lots of people cleaning all the time.
Well, we're used to seeing that. Now maybe they'll just be
even more.
No, that's great.
That's a good thing.
And
lastly, public health responsible on board with the medical team. So there's going to be a medical team that is specialized in the COVID prevention, and there's going to be on board, and that's a very good thing as well.
I think that's a great idea.
Fantastic idea.
If you have somebody who is specialized in COVID-19, then and they're on board,
or maybe not specialized as in they work in an hospital, but they have some extra training on how to deal with passenger with COVID, which is going to be making you feel much safer. I would imagine.
Well, what do you guys think? Will any of this make you feel any more or less safe?
Yeah, I would feel much safer and I would start cruising again right tomorrow with
Yes.
these rules. But let us know, leave a comment, and we would like to hear from you.
And if you represent a cruise line,
Let us know.
let us know. We'll be on board right away.
Okay, well, thank you guys for watching, and as soon as we have more information, we'll let you know. For now, I think that's it.
Bye, guys. We
Bye,
love you.
guys.